Okay, so in this lab, we are building an electroscope. And electroscopes are used to measure electrical charges. And so most of these supplies you might have laying around home. And so if you're working from home, if you have some of these things, you could try to do this at home and recreate the lab. Otherwise, you'll just get your information from this lab video. So to create your electroscope, anything like a clear glass container, so if you have just a glass at home, that's fine. And then you're going to have, this is a thin piece of cardboard, cut just a little bit bigger than the lid of my jar, so it just fits on nicely like that. Just a couple pieces of tape that we're going to use to hold it in place. This is gum wrapper foil, so you have to soak this in water and then peel off the paper backing because we only want this really thin strip of foil. This is a paper clip with a hook on one end and then a bigger hook on the other end, and then this is just tin foil. Okay, so we're going to build the electroscope. We're going to take that really thin foil, okay, and we're going to bend it so the shiny side together. So we're going to bend it so the shiny side is together. And then our cardboard we have a hole in. I want to put this, my paper clip through it, through that hole so that I have the larger clip on the top side like this, kind of holding it up. I'm going to kind of pop it like this. So we kind of want it to hold in its place. We don't want it to move too much. I'm going to go like that a little bit. Okay, so it's going to hold in its place. And then in the bottom hook, you want to put the foil. Okay, I'm gonna bend this out a little bit so that we have those two sides, of the foil close together. So we have the hook on top, the cardboard, just like this. We got that little foil on the bottom, and we're just gonna place it on top of our glass. Okay, and then we're gonna take the tin foil. We're just gonna kind of bend it up and around on our paper clip. Okay, like that. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And so then, after we build our electroscope, we're gonna observe these foil. I'm gonna turn it like this. I'm gonna spin this so you can see a little better. Okay, we're gonna observe what the foil does with different charges. Okay, so that procedure on the first side of the lab sheet, 1 through 6 was all about building this electroscope. And then I'm gonna see if I can't angle this. All right, I have to get my holder so. Okay, so now I've got my electroscope set up, and we need to determine how we can change the strength of the balloon's electric charge, and then run 3 tests with the electroscope to explore how the strength of the balloon's charge affects the movement of the foil. Okay, so the first one, I'm going to apply some friction on my balloon. So first I'm going to discharge it because I have it was charged. Okay, so now I'm going to rub my balloon with the rabbit fur twice. Okay, and then I'm going to look at the foil. Okay, what's that foil doing as I get closer, right? Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to discharge my balloon. I'm going to rub the balloon 4 times and see what that does to my foil. Okay, and then I'm going to discharge my balloon, and I'm going to rub my balloon a whole bunch of times and see what that does to the foil. Okay, all right, and then got to discharge that foil. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to test is I'm going to charge my balloon again, and then I'm going to use the distance the balloon is away. So we're gonna observe the foil when it's here. Okay, when I get closer, and when I get closer still, okay? What's happening to the charge as the balloon gets closer? Oops. As the balloon gets closer and farther away. Okay, I need to discharge this. Okay, and then we'll do this one more time. So it gets closer and then farther away. Closer, farther away. Closer, farther away. Okay, so that should be enough. Make a data table. So I tested two different things. The amount of times I rubbed the balloon with the rabbit fur, and then how close the balloon got to my electroscope. And so then you need to do number 9, make that data table, write those observations, and then answer those analyze and interpret questions. And so that is the electroscope lab. The main concepts that you are supposed to learn with this is what are those 2 basic things that affect the strength of the electrical charge. And so that's our main learning goal with this lab.